Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm your host Duck and Roll, and today we going to talk about 1 facts about all Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver 1 and 2 cars. The reason why I decided to make a video for both of this game at the same time is because the first game have 11 car, and the second game also have 11 car, 10 if you don't count Slideout as a brand new car. If you watch the previous video, you probably know a couple of rules about this video. But if this your first video, let me explain couple of rules. I'm only going to talk about the playable car. Non-playable car that appear in a background like Fire Eater and Good Humor Truck will not be included. I'm also not going to include beta car and cut car, even though this game have no cut car that we know of. Anyway, before we start, here's some facts about the game himself. Originally the bonus level is supposed to be a snow level, but got changed into grid map instead. More fun fact: Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver is the first Hot Wheel game and for a while the only Hot Wheel game that ever get a sequel. Of course we all know what the second Hot Wheel game that got a sequel are.
Speed Blaster.
If you watch my 50 random Hot Wheels trivia from Wiki Fandom, in the Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver section, I didn't include any example picture, meaning for 2 or 3 minutes I have no idea what I'm talking about. After comparing the in-game car right next to the real car, it's all start to make sense. Anyway, let me read the trivia section from the wiki again, but this time with the added example picture. There are numerous differences compared to the vehicle's die-cast and in-game models. Speed Blaster's in-game model uses the 90s logo in the rear, whereas its die-cast model uses the 70s logo inside of a white rectangle. Speed Blaster's windshields in-game are black instead of a shiny silver pink look. Speed Blaster's chassis and engine have a more metallic look in its game model and vehicle select icon. The glitter on Speed Blaster's die-cast body does not take effect in its in-game model and vehicle select icon. Here's some more fun fact. Speed Blaster has a little Easter egg. Hidden in the car texture you can see a smiley face. More fun fact. In a game it is an unused texture for a car named Car 00 VMP. This is supposed to be an unused texture for Speed Blaster. And for whatever reason, this early texture uses a more accurate paint job than the one seen in a final version. According to the Cutting Room Floor website, this car, numbered 0, has no corresponding file with an actual name. Its textures are unused and structured differently from any other cars, suggesting it is a leftover from early in development. It has a corresponding MMD file, and can be accessed by swapping the MMD file with the MMD file of a car accessible in the game. This car is similar in appearance to Speed Blaster. More fun fact: Speed Blaster make its first video game appearance in this game.
Toe Jam.
The small Hot Wheels logo is not present on the roof of Toe Jam's game model. Toe Jam's front bumper has been scaled up in size on its game model, blocking the headlights and grille. More fun fact: Toe Jam make its first video game appearance in this game.
Hot Wheels 500.
The Hot Wheels 500 is a bit narrower in-game. More fun fact: Hot Wheels 500 make its first video game appearance in this game.
Way Too Fast.
Way Too Fast does not feature the 90s Hot Wheels logo on in the rear of its die-cast version. This has been added in its game model. Way Too Fast select icon and game model have a slightly paler look. Way Too Fast's rear bumper is longer on its in-game model. More fun fact: Way Too Fast make its first video game appearance in this game.
Radio Flyer Wagon.
The Radio Flyer wagon is disproportionately bigger on its in-game model. The Radio Flyer Tampo on the side of the Radio Flyer wagon is not present on its select icon and in-game model. The Hot Wheels logo in the rear of the die-cast version of the Radio Flyer wagon is a small white version. This has been changed to the 90s flame version of the logo on its game model. The rear spoiler on Radio Flyer wagon's game model is smaller. More fun fact: technically Radio Flyer wagon is a licensed vehicles. Why? Because Radio Flyer is a real company that make, well, wagon and other kids' toy. Of course Mattel have to ask the company for permission in order to make this casting and use the Radio Flyer logo. I believe I learned this from Race Group's videos, but I forgot which one is it. If you know, please leave it in the comments. More fun fact: Radio Flyer wagon make its first and last video game appearance in this game.
Slideout.
The Slideout's front wing is not present on its game model and select icon. Slideout's cockpit is constantly blocked, invisible on its game model. Slideout's roof of its body is a tad taller on its game model. The front window is lowered a bit on Slideout's game model. More fun fact: Slideout make its first video game appearance in this game. More fun fact: in Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver, Slideouts is missing the front wing. This is kind of a common problem because I see a lot of Slideouts owner having the same problem. And apparently this is such a common problem that 3 out of 1 video game appearance of Slideouts feature a same problem. In Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver 2 this problem was later fixed. Here's some more fun fact. In Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver 2, every single vehicle are using a off-road wheels. Even vehicle that didn't even use off-road wheels on the real diecast. Slideouts is using a off-road 5 SP wheels. This was never seen in the real diecast version. Here's some more fun fact. In Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver 2, Slideout make its last video game appearance in this game.
Power Rocket.
Power Rocket has a slightly more purplish hue in its in-game model and select icon.
Super Modified.
Super Modified, the PC version of Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver, came with an exclusive Super Modified. Too bad it's not the same one seen in the game. More facts. The in-game model version of Super Modified has its front, rear, and a small part in its cockpit a more reddish color to them than pink. The Tampo is not present on the in-game model of Super Modified. The cockpit is blocked out by Super Modified's black color when viewing the car in the front on its in-game model. The Super Modified spoiler on its in-game model is designed differently. The Super Modified's in-game select icon is a mirrored version of its die-cast and in-game model versions.
Salt Flat Racer.
Salt Flat Racer's chassis and front grille have a more whiter color to them. The select icon of Slat Flat Racer is a mirrored version of its in-game and die-cast versions. More fun fact: Salt Flat Racer make its first and last video game appearance in this game.
Salair CX4.
The Goodyear text in the sides of the rear of the Salair CX4 are not present in its in-game model. The Chevy logo in front of Salair CX4 is completely painted blue on its in-game model when compared to the die-cast version. The spoiler of the Salair CX4 is slightly taller on its in-game model. Here's some more fun fact. Salair CX4 make its second video game appearance in this game, with the first appearances in the first Hot Wheel game, Hot Wheel for the Commodore 64.
Shadow Jet.
Shadow Jet's engine, vents, and tailpipes have a more silverish gray look on its in-game model, rather than a gold-tinted color on its die-cast version.
Twin Mill.
Twin Mill's body has a slightly more golden look in-game. The small white Hot Wheels logo is present on Twin Mill's die-cast version. However, this is not on its in-game model. Twin Mill's select icon uses the red line 5-spoke wheels. However, it has capped red line wheels on its die-cast model. The front of Twin Mill in its game model is narrower than its die-cast version. Here's some more fun fact. Twin Mill is the second Hot Wheel car with the most modified variant. If you don't know, modified variant is a modified version of an already existing Hot Wheel car. The best and newest example, Fast Fish and his modified variant Drift and Brake. And before you say, no car like Mega Duty Atomics, Rev Up's Fandango, and Twin Mill Monster Truck is not count as a modified variant. Why? Because those cars are technically from a different toy line. And also sequel car like Twin Mill 2, Twin Mill 3, Twin Mill Gen E is not count as a modified variant. Because for me, I consider those car to be a different car. Also, is it me or the new Twin Mill Gen E looks like ballistic? Anyway, let's talk about Twin Mill. In total, Twin Mill have 4 modified variant. Those are Twin Mill Hard Nose, Tuned Twin Mill, HW Braille Racer Twin Mill and Super Twin Mill.
Roll cage.
Roll Cage make its first video game appearance in this game, with the car being featured as a cover for the game. This is also Roll Cage's most famous appearance. If it isn't for this game, I don't think people even know this car exists. Heck, if it isn't for this game, Roll Cage will probably spending the rest of his life in the forgotten to time fantasy casting Hot Wheel Car Club. More fun facts. The newest release of Roll Cage, HW Dirt Roll Cage, have a weird little change. You see the packaging for this new release called the vehicle, HW Roll Cage. Of course you probably know what HW mean. The version of Roll Cage you got in this release are, of course, the ugly new one. Anyway, if you look at the base of the car is still called Roll Cage. This is probably hinting at Mattel changing the name in the future. Also, here's another fact about Roll Cage. I own 2 Roll Cage. The first one that I got are the first edition. The second one that I got are the already mentioned 2024 HW Dirt Roll Cage.
Tall Rider.
Tall Rider make its first and last video game appearance in this game. More fun fact. This is a Tall Rider teal prototype, Larry Wood collection. It feature a teal color for the body and a yellow and white pinstripe with blue outline. This could either be a cancel Hot Wheels car or early rendition of any of the Tall Rider. Here's some more fun facts. This is also a prototype Tall Rider. Similar to the teal prototype Larry Wood collection, it feature a paint job never seen in any Tall Rider. It feature black for the body, a pink stripe, a pink, blue and green paint splash, and a pink CT wheels. I'm actually kind of devastated that this Tall Rider was cancelled.
Shock Factor.
In the game, Shock Factor can be seen using VW off-road wheels. This was never seen in the real diecast version. More fun fact. Shock Factor make its first and last video game appearance in this game.
Commando.
The Commando can be seen using a exclusive paint job only seen in this game. Commando was never released in this exact color. You know, I can make an entire video about Hot Wheel car with an exclusive video game paint job. More fun fact. Commando make its first and last video game appearance in this game.
Enforcer.
Enforcer look mad weird in this game. For starter, the car is missing a missile on top of the car. The gun on side of the car is also missing. And the camera on the back of the car is also probably missing as well.
You know, has a little machine gun in the back. When I was a kid, someone told me that was a camera. I'm like, is the government watching me through this little toy car?
This is probably have something to do with censorship. Makes sense because this is a kid's game. A kid's game where grown-up have a hard time finishing the game, let alone 5-year-old Timmy that just got the game on his birthday. Anyway, this has got to be the most weirdest and bizarre video game censorship ever. More fun fact. In the game, Enforcer can be seen using BW off-road wheels. This was never seen in the real diecast version. More fun fact. Enforcer make its first and last video game appearance in this game. More fun fact. Enforcer originally released as a tie-in for the 1982 movie Megaforce. According to Hot Wheel Wiki fandom, Enforcer is an armed buggy intended for military usage. This casting was originally released as a tie-in with the poorly received 1982 movie Megaforce, directed by Hal Needham. The casting portrayed the Mega Destroyer as featured in the movie, with 2 versions made to replicate Mega Destroyers 1 and 2 and named as such. The Mega Destroyer props used in the film were custom built by Fredericks Inc. using assembly line construction techniques. The chassis was sourced from the San Fernando Buggy Center, the engines were Volkswagen Flat 4s sourced from Bernie Bergman Inc. and the transaxle from Transaxle Engineering Inc. For armament, the Mega Destroyers featured laser cannons and rocket launchers which actually fired working solid fuel rockets. The laser cannons worked through spark plugs igniting a flammable mixture to create the illusion of them firing, with electronics used to move the gun barrels. The laser beams were added to the movie in post. Actors would enter the vehicle through a gullwing door on the left-hand side of the vehicle. 10 were built for the film but only 2 survived the shooting. Early prototypes of the Mega Destroyer 1 and 2 used a Rockbuster chassis with what appears to either be resin or plasticine molded onto it to resemble the vehicle. After the initial 2 releases, the casting was released in the standard Hot Wheels lineup devoid of any references to Megaforce. It was subsequently renamed Super Cannon until 1995, when it was renamed Enforcer. The Enforcer name has been used for the vast majority of this casting's releases. This casting features a pivoting rear laser blaster which has been removed for a number of releases. It was removed permanently around 2011 and reappeared in 2013, albeit cast into the body. In 2011 the casting gained a plastic base.
Radar Ranger.
According to the YouTuber Rev It Up 7, Radar Ranger is a vehicle so good you can beat the entire tournament with your eyes closed.
Radar Ranger. This is a very fun car. Max stats, max everything. You can complete tournament mode with your eyes closed by playing with Radar Ranger.
More fun fact. Radar Ranger make its first video game appearance in this game.
Surf Crate.
Surf Crate make its first video game appearance in this game. More fun fact. In the game, Surf Crate can be seen using 5 SP off-road wheels. This was never seen in the real diecast version.
Nissan Hardbody.
Nissan Hardbody is the most weirdest and the most fascinating Hot Wheel car in Hot Wheel video game history. For starter, the one seen in the game looked nothing like the real one. Almost looked like a completely different truck. This weird but also kind of cool Hot Wheel truck is only seen in this game. And because this game have a horrible sin of not showing the name of a car in the select screen. This weird truck doesn't even have a name. Of course the closest casting that match this truck are the Nissan Hardbody. I have couple of theory for this truck. My first theory is the developer make this truck for fun, and because this is a kids game no one going to notice that this truck doesn't exist. And because Mattel have a bad history of not caring about how the Hot Wheel car are depicted in the game. Like in some Hot Wheel game the car are using a paint job never seen on the real diecast. And sometime the car is using a complete different name. Like that one car in Hot Wheel Ultimate Racing. We will get to that later. Because the next episode is going to be Hot Wheel Ultimate Racing. Oh, so sorry for bad English, I am writing this at 5 AM. Man forgot GTA 5 Kiliad mystery. This right here is the real video game mystery.
Goat Stepper.
Gulch Stepper make its second and last video game appearance in this game.
Sting Rod.
In the game, Sting Rod can be seen using a paint job never seen in a real diecast version. More fun fact. In the game, Sting Rod gun in the back is replaced by spare tire. Sting Rod is also missing the gun in the front. More fun fact. Sting Rod make its first and last video game appearance in this game.
Shredder.
This is a Trator prototype from Bruce Schultz's collection. Judging by the color of the vehicle, this look like a sample prototype. What is sample prototype, you may ask? Sample prototype or product make for sample. This type of prototype will usually use any material that they can find in a factory. Here's some more fun fact. Trator make its first and last video game appearance in this game.
And so yeah guys, that's it for this video. I was thinking of writing a script for the outro, but I believe doing this is probably much easier and much faster. Anyway, the next video will probably be about Hot Wheels. Was it Hot Wheels Ultimate Racing for the PSP? Anyway guys, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And oh man, it's not over yet. I mean, for you it's over, but yeah, for me it's not over yet. I still need to edit some stuff. Anyway guys, make sure to like and subscribe to the video, because I mean, I'll only subscribe if you want to subscribe. Like, anyway guys, that's it for the video. Bye bye, have a nice day.